Hi there, this is Dr. Besson, and I'm here to show you all about hubs. Hubs are simply Google Docs. They are pages where you make sort of a file drawer for all of your websites and your links that you want to keep track of. And then instead of putting all of your favorite sites into your favorites bar in your browser, you just plop them into your hub. I find these especially useful as a professor because I have just dozens and dozens and dozens of links that I need to keep track of. Now, the one that is showing on your screen is a school hub, and this was created by the person who taught me all about hubs. He was an assistant principal at a school where I worked, and I became very interested in this idea, and I created a hub for my department, and then other departments started creating them, and the assistant principal and I took our show on the road. We did some professional development with creating hubs. So this is this is based on his example right here. It has been edited just a little bit, and you can see it's simply a chart that has different sections, color-coded for easy reference. Sometimes it's easier for our brains to remember that's in the purple section of my chart. He used the top section up here to highlight important news items. And this is something that the teachers in the school would all have a link to on their favorites bar, because he would, give an announcement that, hey, that new document you all need, it's located in the school hub, so you can find it easily. Here is an example of one that you could use for teaching. This is one that I created for my student teachers. So this helps them with their teaching job hunt, and I make it so that they can view this, and then they simply go in and make a copy when they want to put one in their own Google Drive. It has, like the Ohio Department of Ed, some important websites, job fairs, educational service centers, and then I organized it by which part of the state websites would be in for their job search. I also threw some graduate programs on there. I'm guessing that if they are going to use this for their job search, they could also put links to specific documents that they need that are in their Google Drive. Here is an example of a personal hub. If you are doing one for yourself, like to organize your own life, I also recommend putting your kids' names each into one of these boxes. I've found that to be really helpful on my personal hub, because I can find things like the website where I need to go to cancel something for a certain child, or link to the schedule for that child's team, and I can pop it right into their box right there. This one is my own work hub. I've edited just a little bit so you aren't seeing all of my passwords. I do sometimes put hints to my passwords right there on my hub. You'll notice this one is a little bit wider. I added an extra column over on the right to try to separate out some special projects. And then you'll also notice this is longer than a regular page. It's longer than 11 inches, and that's because I use an add-on called Page Sizer. I recommend getting this add-on if you're going to use hubs, or if you just want to not have any interruptions or page breaks in your Google Docs. What you do is you get this add-on and install it, and then you can go in and change the page length to like 100 inches. I'll show you what the add-on looks like. It is this one right here on the left that has the ruler. And this is what it looks like. I don't know why it only gets 3 stars on a little bit, 3.4 stars, because it works exactly as I want it to work. I can set the custom page size to be super duper long so that I don't ever have to worry about flipping over page break as I'm looking at my hub. So this is very useful for me. Here is an example of another hub that a teacher shared with me for her grade level in her school district. There are different hubs for each of the different units that they're teaching in her grade level. I think you could certainly use this for curriculum mapping, and then share the curriculum map within your grade level team would be very useful. So I'm going to show you how to make one. It's quite easy. New document. And let's say you're going to call it My Personal Hub. Once you have typed something in the beginning, you can just click on the title up above. It will rename it automatically, whatever you've typed. I'm going to throw that into the center, bold it up, make it a little bigger, and then I'm going to insert a table. And I recommend on a regular 8.5-inch wide hub, I recommend just doing 3 columns wide. That seems to be the ideal number. I don't know how many you might want. Let's say you want 10. There you go. Now, how do you change the colors in each one? I'm guessing probably someone knows a great way to make that happen automatically. I do not. So I go up here. I think my screen magnification is set too high to see everything, but I go up to this little background color bucket and I click on it. And then in my hubs, I usually choose 2 colors because I tend to remember where things are based on location. But I know some people like to remember things based on color. So let's say you pick sort of this purplish pink color, and then I'm going to go for a yellow color, and then maybe a blue color. But you see how that works. When you start typing into these, they will expand to fit the information that you're putting in. I usually start out with a title like banking. Might be something I'd put in my personal one. I would keep my bank info, not info that other people would need to see, but like links to my credit card companies and my bank companies so that I could get to them easily. I'd pop that into the middle and would shrink this down a little bit. I don't need giant links there. Another thing to note is that, let me put this back on the left. And I hit the bullets so that I could have bullets here. Another thing to note is that you are not going to paste in the entire link that you get from the internet. I'll show you what I mean by that. Let's say your bank is US Bank. I know it's US Bank. Okay, let's say it's US Bank. I'm going to go out to the US Bank website. Oh, it looks like it's just usbank.com. There we go. And I'm going to copy the link. So I copy the whole thing, the web address, and go back to my personal page. I have highlighted it right here, US Bank. Right click it, I click link, and then I'm just going to paste it in. There we go. And then I can keep adding more items. Now, if I want to use this same template, I might copy it and paste it. It's going to show up as pink unless I go in and change the color. So once you have set up a row of these, you can also go in and just paste in. Oh, I guess it doesn't necessarily show up as pink if I slide it over, but you can then go in and copy and paste. So you get the idea. I recommend using this for organizing all of those websites you need to remember. I hope this was helpful. Thank you.